Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a 4 vs 4 on Pegasus Bridge, and today I'm going to be using the 3rd Canadian Infantry Division. I'm playing with a few other decks on my team, and there's a full array of divisions on the opposite side, which is really nice. So lots to test out in this game. I'm choosing to use the 3rd Canadian Infantry today just because I feel like they are actually a lot stronger than they used to be, so I really want to just try out a few things, and it looks like I've been gifted the town, which is rather nice, so we will make full use of that. We'll have a go with the old Stormtrooper Flamethrower combo. Then later in the game we'll try and invest in some of these 100-point 17-pounders to hold the middle, and I reckon those are going to be insanely good. You're technically paying like 40 points more for 5 more AP. I'm not sure if, like, in terms of stats, that's actually like a massive difference, and therefore like 100 points seems nice, but when you think about the armor of the opposing units, having the breakpoint of like 13 to 14 AP, like anything over that just helps you kill things like Panthers very efficiently. So the price should go up more exponentially, than just straight up arithmetic. So either way, let's get some troops down. We'll start with the Stormer combo. So I just need to work out where I'm putting my troops. So probably just here. We'll have a couple Stormtroopers, and we'll go for like 2 Flamethrower squads as well. I'll probably do the same here. I did set up my division to have a few flamethrowers, so there we go, flamethrowers down. We'll put down some infantry, some recon, and these command units, so let's get some recon down as well. We'll get some sniper scouts for the tower, of course, so let's get those in there. We'll have the Stormtroopers try and get as far as they can. We'll push to like the next buildings up, just over the halfway mark, and we'll have our flamethrowers sort of follow up. So the flamethrowers will sit slightly behind, but what I'm hoping is we'll be able to use them like almost together to take advantage of opposing units. Of course the command needs to stick in the back. Okay, and we'll sort out these guys. And of course I want to do my old AT trick here. And the AT trick is basically you put an AT gun like here somewhere. Not sure if that's the quickest way or not. I think it might be on the right side, it's actually the quickest. But either way, you want it to unload just here. I might have one go up on this side, and we'll make a race to see which one's quicker, and then I'll just send the one that's not to the middle. And we're going to need another rifle leader with that.
There will be no more derogatory insults about the Yanks.
Okay. Then what we want is maybe a ram, just because we're going to want some AT close up, but I'm also tempted to try out the wasps. The wasps have also been reduced in price, so alongside flamethrower squads will be very cheap. We'll bring in a 2-inch carrier as well. So we've got the wasp. Probably going to put one wasp here just in case. Then we've got another wasp here, although I'm not entirely sure. I think I might change this around a little bit. We'll put the wasp here. Actually, no, let's keep it on this side. And we'll have that move up into the town. And then I'll have a couple units of rifles fill the gap in that building, and I'll probably need a unit of rifles for the mid actually. Let's do that, because I think I'm going to be spread pretty thin here. Alright, just got the orders down in time. Hopefully we can stop the front line from collapsing too much. And I need to have my 2-inch carrier coming up as well, because that's going to provide smoke to allow me to use the Stormtroopers and the Flamethrowers more effectively. Now what might happen is the flamethrowers might just get killed off by like an MG or something, or even just Panzer Grenadiers. But I really wanted to try this out, just the flamethrower Stormtrooper combo, and see how powerful it really is. Like on paper, like 10 cost flamethrower squads, they could be seriously powerful. And they also have their own smoke grenades, which is kind of crazy. So we'll have to wait and see if we can make full use of the new capabilities that this division has been given since the latest patch. So we've only got one squad of recon at the start of the game as well, so I'll bring a unit of scouts to the mid, maybe an AT gun as well. Actually, let's just go for scouts for now, because it looks like Lion's going to be bringing up that for us, that AT that I was talking about. I'm going to bring up Vickers HMG here. Oh, nice. Our flamethrowers are in good positions. Let's get these guys out. We'll jump forwards with the Stormtroopers. Oh, he's doing the same thing. Wow. Look at that. That's crazy. There we go, we took out their Flamethrower. Nice. So we lost our Stormtroopers there to his Flamethrower. This is what I was talking about. Flamethrowers are good now. We actually have 2 AT guns here to take on these Panzer 35s. Got 2 shots at it, that's crazy. Oh my god, we took out his couple tanks there. This is devastating. He's actually going to fall back, yep. Double AT gun actually did the job, that's crazy. Alright, let's have the Wasp come in, burn that guy out. I might even be able to get this guy into range. Yep, cool. Have the Wasp coming, and the Stormtrooper can continue over. Okay, so my Flamethrower squad got taken out by the mortar there. What we can do is we can smoke these buildings, we can make a lot of ground. Let's get some rifles to come in now. Our other Flamethrower squad was killed. That's okay. Oh nice, Mustang coming in to take out the Ju-87. The bomb came down onto my AT guns. We do see the Panzerschreck there failed to kill my Wasp, and the Wasp actually just killed it off, which is quite funny. Let's not let the Flamethrowers be killed. We need to get them back into cover. Okay, the Wasp's done the job there, great. Okay, so we're in a fantastic position. We managed to push through in the middle very hard early on. That was a seriously good set of plays. It was very interesting though to see that my opponent had also invested in Flamethrowers. I think that just says it all really. So we'll have the AT gun stay here because that's got a good line of sight, and this one can move over to the right side. Okay, looks like Kaiser also supplemented me on this side, which is very nice. So he can focus on the far left now, and we've made a massive hole. So I might be tempted to save for the... I'm going to bring in a Staghound AA. I'm going to bring in a Ram as well, and we'll see if we can make that work. Let's get the 2-inch carrier to fast move up, because we might be able to take on their 120mm mortar. And I'm probably going to have my rifles just like plow on through. We've got a couple of rifle squads coming up. We need to make sure the rifle leader moves up as well. And we're going to need something to actually hold the middle, so bringing up a rifle squad here would be a nice idea. Also moving forwards the sniper squad would be a good idea as well, because that currently can't see any more than it otherwise would, so that's fine. Let's get my command carriers up into position. They're bringing up some more Panzer Grenadiers. I'll have one of the rifle squads go suicidal, and we'll have one rifle squad stay in the middle to push the front line. Okay, we'll have this universal carrier hug the tree line, and the scouts can continue up to where they're going. Rifles can continue to move forwards in the centre. Overall though, it looks like my team's doing relatively well, which is nice. Not like amazingly well. We've obviously punched through at the start where we were with our combination. It was absolutely horrific for our opponents. But yeah, what can you do? I mean, they can't really do much after that. We do have our Wasp we can fast move up, which is nice. I could honestly fast move my command carrier as well. Now that was very odd. The tracers were in completely the wrong place. Let's get the mortar going. And we'll have the rifles jump into the building next to them. Just for cover. Okay, cool. Have the rifles move forwards. Although they're probably going to get pinned down by that mortar, yeah. Right, so what we need to do is get right next to this. Although it looks like I might be stopped in my tracks by the tanks here that are coming up, which is a shame. I'm going to have to get an AT gun forwards. This is why I was bringing in the Ram as well, because the Ram will be able to take on these tanks that he is presenting. But I'm going to bring up another 6-pounder in the meantime. Command carriers are going to have to take cover. We did make the MG surrender, and I'm going to be able to get the Wasp into the middle of the town. So that's a bonus. Okay, so that's pushed us up quite a lot. Meanwhile, Ram 2 is nearly here, so that can help out in a lot of ways, and I need to bring up some more infantry to take this next town, so I'll probably invest in another rifle leader to make the secondary push. Having this Wasp in position is so good, it really is. Unless he starts mortaring it, of course. Okay, I think he knows where my mortar is. I'm very tempted to just move the Stormtroopers a building across, just in case. Right, that Wasp is in a prime position. I'm loving it. So what we want to do is get rid of this tank. It's just a Panzer 35, I think. The Ram should take quick care of that. Another command carrier down, unfortunately. We're okay. Let's push forwards with these guys again. I might even be able to push forwards towards this road with the Stormtroopers. That would be nice. We need to go down, I think. Yeah, get that out of line of sight.
I'm in charge here. Time to lead from the front.
What, are we going to get line of sight? Yes, we are. Okay, good. He's going to have to back off, which is great.
Roger that. Follow me, man.
And we'll have my Ram just move up, and that will allow me to just rush some rifles into that town. If I can get the Pier in there as well, in the form of the command, it will be very good. I'm also very tempted to save up for my second Ram, because he's bringing in way more tanks, and I don't want my Ram to be overwhelmed. I do have an AT gun on the way, and I have one rolling forwards at the moment, so that's a bonus, but always got to be prepared for the worst. Okay, those rifle squads aren't getting anywhere anytime soon. Interesting. Let's move forwards here. We'll have the Stormtroopers hit those Fusiliers. I know they're Fusiliers because they're not affecting the front line. I'm going to have this rifle leader actually come over here and help with that 6-pounder, and this rifle leader needs to come forwards as well. Oh, nice. Good shot from the Ram 2 there. Oh, I almost got the second shot as well. That would have been fantastic. Yeah, here we go. Fusiliers. Going to be taken out by the Stormtroopers very quickly and efficiently. There we go. Job done. Right, so that gets rid of that squad for me. It's going to be quite annoying because they're going to probably mortar my AT gun, but we might be able to get these guys into position. That would be very nice if we can. That needs to get out of line of sight.
I'm in charge here.
Right, okay. So as long as we can get these guys into buildings nearby, that's really good for us. Because it gives us line of sight onto a lot of these units. They've basically given the game away now. The Ram can just do what it wants, basically. It's not going to get anywhere near. There we go. Now we can get the command carrier up. This command carrier needs to come in and stop that unit from surrendering. And further to that, we're even taking on the Panzer III to the far left with the AT gun. Great. Fantastic push. We'll bring up the Staghound AA. Do I need another ram? Probably not, so we'll bring up Tripolstons. Tripolstons are more expensive now, which is kind of annoying, but they are very good. And what I'm going to do is have my command carriers roll forwards and try and take on that mortar squad. We'll have these rifles move forwards as well. Right, this is why I'm bringing in anti-air. Right, that's a dead 120 mm mortar, which is fantastic. Let's try and get this 6-pounder forwards. 6-pounder in the middle was killed by another 120 mm mortar, but we now have sextons, so I'm actually going to invest in that sexton to take out the enemy mortars. Make sure the rifles get into the building there. And what we're going to do is have the ram attack move down into this area so we can maintain the range onto the Panzer 35 and take it out. We do get line of sight, so that's the good thing. Alright, we can just push through with these command carriers. I might also push up a rifle squad. We'll bring in a couple more. That's interesting. Okay, they brought up a Pak 38. They did manage to get the jump onto my ram there. Wasn't really much I could do about that, not knowing it was there before. It's my bad for not really having recon, but I mean there was some recon here, so maybe that should have spotted it for me. We can still mortar that with the 2-inch carrier anyway, and I'm just going to keep the ram out of line of sight for now. So let's bring up some scouts and another anti-air piece. I'm going to have the rifles move past the tree line, just so that we don't get taken on by the 20mm. And I'm probably going to have the Staghound AA take that out, it probably can. We can also go for this 120mm mortar back there as well. Oh, they actually bailed out. Wow, my unit there. Let's have the Stormtroopers move up. Nice, Staghound AA did its job. Let's just fast move up this road. And we'll go catch out that 120mm mortar. Our sexton's on the way as well, so we've got that to rely on later on. But currently we're just punching straight through. And this is before we've even got our hands onto... Oh shit, here we go. If we can get the 50 cals on target, we might kill the Panzerschrecks before they reload. Okay, nice. We'll just continue forwards. Make them surrender. It's much quicker. There we go. Good times. Unload these guys.
Ready, sir.
Interesting. He aimed for the Stormtroopers and he killed the Stormtroopers. 6-pounder.
Get ready, boys.
Actually stayed alive through all that. Right, let's get some more Stormtroopers up and we'll get some more rifles just to cover that little area there. Command carrier. They're going to get all the way into the edge of the map, so that's fine. Looks like the Ju-87 came in and took out that. Oh shit, here we go. Need to get that to reverse away from the Ju-87. Okay, good. So we have another Tripolston somewhere. Did I lose it? No, it is coming up. Here it is. The trouble is with Pegasus Bridge, all of the reinforcements take absolutely ages to get to the front line. Alright, let's just hit that Pak 38 with the Sexton. I'm not sure where the one in the middle went. There it is. Okay, so we can probably approach that with the Universal Carrier.
I am listening, sir.
What else can we do? Oh, we've got to be a bit careful of this Pak 38. I think it will just get out of line of sight. Yeah, I think we just got out of line of sight in time, which is nice. Now the Sexton can do its job as well.
Between war and dishonor, I choose war.
Okay, so Stug 3 coming up. We do have a 6-pounder there here though.
No more derogatory insults about the Yanks.
I'm surprised we don't have line of sight.
Be careful. Enemy survive. This is a story you will tell your grandchildren.
Shooter knocked out, lovely. What I like to see. He's actually driving it forwards as well because the shooter's knocked out, which is even better. We're going to get him pinned down easily before he can even fire back, I think. Yeah, nice. Alright, so let's have these guys move up. We took out the Stug. Going to be trying to move forwards the Panzer 35, I think. Probably just have the 6-pounder move into the town. Cool.
Get ready to engage.
Alright, so we're doing okay. Let's unload this Tripolston. One of our Bedfords was killed. I'm not sure which one it was.
Nothing to report.
Let's unload these infantry.
Beware of Germans.
And they can all start to move up.
Check your ammo. Bring us there, taxi.
Another Bedford destroyed, but it doesn't really matter.
Reverse.
Got 2 Tripolstons here, so we should be able to stop that from doing any more damage.
Need some extra firepower?
Let's have our Sexton hit that 120mm mortar. We'll bring in our other Sexton. Going to make sure that's on a control group, so I remember to use it. We can also invest in some Air Force now. Very tempted to just bring in like a Mosquito to shoot down the ME-109s. We're going to need 2 planes though. We'll just bring in 2 Spitfires. Over the Tripolstons, should be able to do the job.
At your orders. Engage on sight. I'm hit. Any update?
Right, can we catch up to that Ju-87? I'm not entirely sure we can.
Wilco.
Maybe not with a Flak 88 in the sky.
Ready to engage. Go on, control.
Right, the Tripolston should come in handy here. If it hits the Focke-Wulf 190.
One more kill.
Oh, come on. Tripolston, help me out.
Stay home today.
Nice, I think we took care of this Focke-Wulf.
Engaging hostile. Never was so.
Come on, Spitfire, don't let me down. I want to see a Focke-Wulf kill. I don't think we got it. Nah, he's relying on... Oh, he's got no ammo left. My other Spitfire's going to run out of ammo as well. Really? That just happened. Okay. We took out their mortar anyway. Let's go for the attack onto the Flak 88 with the Sexton. We can start to move up the Ram now, get that into a better position. We'll start moving through these tree lines with the rifles, as we want to make up that ground that we lost. May as well move forwards the Flamethrower now. Get the rifle leader to move up with them as well. Okay. Oh, my Spitfire's still in the sky. Whoops. That was a mistake. Oh well. Should be saved by this Tripolston. We do have a Mosquito coming in anyway. That Mosquito can do the job. Nice. Or not.
Okay.
Just go and bomb that. Or just get out of there, because he's forced to fall back already. Okay, we lost the Mosquito. That's a shame. They're really investing in a lot of planes to counter our stuff, so I'm probably just going to stop doing that. Just invest in Tripolstons still. I still think Tripolstons are very cost efficient. Those scouts should not be firing. That's bad. Right, so we're going to get one to hit the Pack 38, one to hit the Flak 88.
There will be no more derogatory insults about the Yanks.
Okay.
Assault formation on me.
Let's go. Apparently the Hitman only started with 3 units. Not sure that's entirely true, considering how much resistance we did come up against in the town. But, either way, we burnt through them relatively efficiently with the combination we used. Let's get these rifles forwards. We'll make sure those scouts go on to return fire. Get this tripolston into line of sight, those fusiliers, that would be helpful. And we'll push towards whatever's in this tree line. That's some Stormtrooper. Okay, let's just smoke that off. Cool. Let's make sure these sextons are still doing their job. Tripolston's now on target as well.
Orders are clear. Go ahead. Troopers, ready for battle.
Just need something to take out that AT gun. And currently, the sextons are failing to do so. Which isn't something you normally see, but there we go. Looks like my scouts were taken out, so we'll bring up some snipers. Not much longer left on the game, but may as well keep playing it to the best of our ability just to test things out. I'm going to bring up the priests, because they're really great for countering the flak 88s and enemy AT guns, so that would be something definitely to invest in. Tripolston here probably needs some supply, so we'll work on that as well. As well as some more anti-air soon.
Second section, ready, sir.
Here comes another Ju-87. I'm not sure this investment in so many airplanes really made much of a difference, and that Ju-87 literally doing no damage to the rifles here. He really wanted to take out the ram, but his Ju-87 went down in the process. That's crazy. This tripolston might actually run out of ammunition. Yeah, tripolston's still very, very good. Going to be forcing the Focke-Wulf 190s to fall back. Probably bring in another Spitfire now. Might be able to kill off some units, but Spitfire's really letting me down. That is the flak 88. We'll make sure we finish that off with the sextons. Just got to persist when it comes to those, and we'll bring up maybe a unit with a kangaroo. The rifles there.
Ready, sir. I'll be there,
This
sir.
command squad should probably move a lot further forwards. Can't believe those grenadiers are still alive, honestly. There we go. Let's get this command carriage come through. Nice, okay, finally my sexton killed the Pak 38 there. May as well target that SDKFZ, although we can probably get the ram to do the job now instead. Then we can move across the open with the rifles. Pak 88 is disposed of. Fantastic. So, I think this has been a relatively good showing of how to use Stormtroopers with flamethrowers, especially at the start of the game there. It was an absolute massacre. Later into the game, we just saw the really nice sexton play. Taking out the 88 and the Pak 38 there is always very nice. Also bringing in the rams, moving in towards phase B really helped me with the armor that they tried to use to counteract my infantry, because obviously we're playing the 3rd Canadian and our infantry doesn't really have much AT capability other than the rifle leaders. So bringing in tanks to counter is a nice idea, but with the ram in play, it doesn't really matter. Now we just need to make sure we have enough AA. So just going to bring in the Crusader. Not sure it's going to really be here on time. We've only got 44 seconds left in the game. And we may as well bring up one of the 17 pounders just for the sake of it. Nice and cheap. And there you have it. We've got these priests in position. They can just attack, move across the open here because they have the 1,200 meter range. They'll do a lot of damage. We may as well have these sniper scouts continue to move forwards. Maybe we'll get some more targets for the priests before the end of the game, or for the sextons at least. Mustn't get the sextons and the priests mixed up. Right, we'll have that sniper drop out. And yeah, we definitely punched a massive hole in the center of this map.
Ready, sir.
Really worked out nicely.
Engage. Yes, sir. Damn, it's hot.
Oh, there goes the ram. Jagd Panther coming in. A little bit too late.
Some extra firepower?
Since the game just ended. That poor ram. Didn't deserve to die after all the work he did. Although the first ram did the most work, but either way. 24 minutes and 56 seconds is a victory. We did relatively well. 1,750 kills to 1,075 losses. I lost, obviously, a Mosquito, Spitfire, 2 rams. That's quite a lot. So that's the majority of my losses. Catalyst only losing 450 in that game, so doing very well himself. Maybe not taking as much ground as I did, but there we go. I knew how to exploit that very much so. Considering I killed so much in the town early on, I literally was just like, let's go to the next one. And that's really what you got to do. So in terms of losses, like I was saying, most of the points come from, we lost a couple of 6-pounders there. We lost the Ram 2s. We lost a Staghound AA. That's like 40 points nowadays though. Spitfire, Mosquito, Ram 2. The loss actual list is quite low. In terms of our kills though, like we killed a lot of units. Like a lot of units. Yes, they may have been cheaper, but it was a lot of units. Early on, Stormtroopers picking off Osttroop, no problemo. Flamethrowers also getting their kills onto the MG42s and other Flamethrower squads. The 6-pounders, the double 6-pounder play on that road was so good. Taking out both the Panzerjäger 35 and the Panzer 35. That was great. Then this Ram 2 came along, cleaned up a few units for me. This Ram 2 got the Stug 3 kill, so it kind of paid itself off anyway. And then the Sextons towards the end of the game picking off those 80 and the 88 gun there. So really, really nice job overall, I think, in that one. Quite a nice demonstration of how powerful I think the 3rd Canadian can be. Not sure if that was quite the best test in the world. I think my opponent had the right idea. Like, he was going for the Osttroop and Flamethrower, but Stormtroopers are damn good. And I really exploited like the gap that he had there at the start of the game and just ploughed on through. So either way, there we go. And that is game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.